Music with your girl, Sunny the Sun Goddess. And of course, we got the host, the CEO of Media Made Music, San the Man, Sangria. What's
Hey, what's
up?
good, everybody? How y'all? How y'all? You know what I'm saying? It's a brand new year, Sonny.
Absolutely. Happy 2023 to you.
Happy 2023 to you, too. It's a
Yes,
brand
yes,
new year.
yes.
Some new and bigger things coming up this year.
Absolutely,
It's
absolutely.
going to be a good year.
Yes,
You
it
know what I'm saying?
is.
So, for all my listeners, you know what I'm saying? We're waiting for Caine to come back in.
How was your 2022?
My 2022 was okay.
Okay.
I mean, we've accomplished a lot of different things
Absolutely.
throughout the year,
Absolutely.
but it could have been better.
Yes.
But we also knocked down a lot of different things that a lot of people aren't able to knock down.
That's
You
true.
know,
That's true.
they all charging that media made right now. They like, how y'all did that?
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
how y'all did
Full
this?
force. Full
Right.
force.
You know what I'm saying? We've been able to cover a lot of different events.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of different people were reaching out to us.
Yeah.
And so it's been a blessing.
Yeah.
You
So
know.
grateful and thankful. Shout out to Media Made Music again.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to you guys. Just appreciate the love and support from everyone that's been pouring in, everyone that's been hitting my inboxes up. I had a beautiful 2022, I will say. Accomplished a lot, scratched things off my bucket list. So,
Mm-hmm.
and just continuing to move forward, man, and just seeing what else is out there and seeing what else the universe has for us.
No doubt.
Just been beautiful.
And I want to make a shout out to the team, because we
Yes.
wouldn't be able to get through 2022 without all of the help of IG Graphics,
Yes.
uh, Sunny the Sun Goddess,
Yes. Yes.
AZ Chemistry,
Yes.
Pharaoh,
Yes. Yes.
Arius jumped in the back,
Yes. Yes.
helped
Yes.
us out. Tanya Green,
Yes.
and all the other people that contribute. John Blassingant,
Yes.
Rafis.
Okay.
Rafis Photos, my cat, that come through whenever I need photos, whenever I need models. Yo, he right there. He hits me. He makes sure that I'm good. He makes sure everything is beautiful. So I just want to make sure that I give a shout out to all those that help this team move forward. You know what I mean? Also our DJs. Big shout out to DJ
Oh,
Caine. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. Yes.
DJ OG Clark.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? We want to Blaine. We want to make sure we want to get Blaine. Valley Vision in the building.
Yes.
Without
Yes.
Blaine, though, without none of this shit be happening.
Absolutely. Shout out to Blaine.
So I don't know how we can't kind of put Blaine in it and all that, but it's been a beautiful year, my people, and look forward to 2023, man. We'll be bringing
Amazing things with
some more bigger and better
yeah.
things coming your way.
Speaking of DJs, also too, while we're on here, you guys make sure you tune in each and every Thursdays with us for East Valley Throwback Thursdays at the Founding Fathers Kitchen, right in Chandler, Arizona. Okay.
Yeah,
Make
no
sure y'all
question.
come out, and we're always looking for artists. We're looking for R&B artists, singers, anybody that has talent. We're looking for you guys to come out and perform and showcase your talent, because that's who we are.
No doubt. I left somebody out as far as a shout out.
Okay.
I absolutely have to say, because if I don't, I'm never hear the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to big a shout out to my man Larry Witherspoon.
Okay.
Larry, with the platform, putting us in pocket. Yo, it's been beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So LW baby, can't do this without you, my brother. You mean all day and stuff. So let's talk about what we think about DeMar Caine,
The who?
the football player that got hurt.
Oh yeah. Shout out to DeMar Hamlin.
Hamlin
Woke up.
woke
Actually,
up.
power of the universe and power of prayer works.
Absolutely.
So everybody was out rooting for this guy.
Me personally, I just wanted to clarify a couple of things. Like granted, the man does play football for a living.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Granted that he was in a collision that everybody thinks kind of helped contribute to him passing out.
Mm-hmm.
which may be true. But we also have to realize that this was a cardiac arrest.
Yes.
And you can have a cardiac arrest just by walking in the street. Like, it doesn't have to have no particular activity to happen to for you to have a cardiac arrest. Granted, I'm sure that it's elevated because he's playing football and it's high impact. But it can happen. And so that's why all folks need to make sure they get their checkups and just take care of yourself physically, you know, and mentally. I mean,
and spiritually.
All of that. You know what I mean? So we just want to just say, man, give thanks, man, for him, because he's back with us. You know, and if it did not happen in the place that it happened, when it happened, where it happened at, we may not be talking about the brother right now.
Right.
Because that training stat that kicked in is the reason why that man is still alive to this day.
Right.
You know. So I just want to give a big shout out to the training staff and all the folks that have supported the brother up to this point. Big shout out to everybody that's contributed to his toy drive fund.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's amazing.
Yeah,
the man was only trying to reach 2,500, and he's at 8 million.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you can't think of no better contribution from the community, you know, itself, you know, to support this person. And that's a beautiful thing, you know, and like I said, we can do good when we want to. You know, the world ain't always a bad place to be in sometimes.
Right.
You know, sometimes, you know, things happen that kind of get everybody on the same page, you know, compassionate, some empathy. You know, a lot of people don't know what that is. You know, in today's society, everybody want a trick over nothing. You know, like,
I ain't got to.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Hold on for a second. Let's bring him in, baby. Caine, what's good, baby?
I'm chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't complain.
How's the industry been treating you?
I mean, you know, it's the industry. It's going to be what you make it. It's going to be what you make it. However you want to, like, I learned however you want to take it is how it's going to be. Like, if you want to let them mess with your mental, that's on you. They ain't breaking my peace no more.
I know that's right. Caine, tell them everybody, man, for those that don't know, you know what I mean? Let them know, man, where you originally from and how long you been putting your work in, Cat.
I'm from Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? St. Clair in the building, you already know what it is. But, like, I'm staying out of L.A. right now, too. So, like, I've been doing a lot of recording out here. So it's just better to be out here. It's a music environment. My city not really built for music. So, like, that's the reason why I've been out here doing a lot of work. But, yeah, you know, that's the whole situation. I've been doing it for, like, I'd probably say I've been doing it since, I'd probably say like 2010, but like I only really count once I start making money and people start taking it serious. So I say like the last 5 years.
Okay, and what was your inspiration behind like just doing music? Like what inspired you?
My father used to play around with music, so it's like I've always been around it growing up, and then I always loved music. You know, when you're in high school and everything, you and your friends always play around freestyling and everything like that. So like, that's really what got me into it. It started off just not being serious. And then everybody just was taken to it so much. Why not? And I had a passion for it.
Well, a lot of times what happens when the cops don't take it so serious, and, you know, we all know you around the homies and you're doing what you do, and a lot of times you kind of shine above everybody else.
No, that's completely what was happening. So look, I will give you the breakdown on that. So like, I started off in a group, like my neighborhood, like a bunch of us, we just used to all rap. So it was just like a group because we was all from the same thing or whatever. So it was like, we'd be like doing like little local shows, you know, like 17 and stuff like that, doing like little local shows. But the promoter and stuff used to always pull me to the side, like, yo, this, that, and the third. But you know how it is when you running with a whole camp. You're like,
Yeah.
it's us or nothing. So then but look, what was crazy, then like Sony Epic brought us out to New York for a situation. They did the same thing. They like, all is cool, but when you get serious, I'll talk to you. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. It just kept happening like that. But I was sticking to the code. And I was telling the homies and everything, and they wasn't acting like they was really getting mad or nothing. We just was like sticking it out, trying to do the group thing. And then like the radio station had like an audition to open up for somebody. The winner got $500 or something. We like 19 at this point. So like my one dude in the group, it was three of us. So my one dude, he suggested we all go in as a group and solo because he really wanted to go solo, honestly, first or whatever. So we did it as a group and solo, but it was like only 2 people. It was like probably like 500 people auditioning at this hotel, but it was like picking 2 to 3 people. They picked me though. They ain't picked the group. They just picked me solo. So it was like, and I got picked number 1, so I got the $500 too. So it was like crazy then. That's like the end of the group was that show because it was like, they only gave me like 12 minutes, right? So I was like, I'm gonna do solo and I'm gonna do one group song. And then I did that group song. My dude that wanted to go solo, he just was acting all weird on the stage, doing the most. Yeah. So then after the show, I went in like the bathroom. It was like some people in there giving me props, and then they was like, "Hey man, I just want to let you know, man, your dude that was on stage with you, we was in here with you, I tell him good show." First thing came out of his mouth was, "Oh, that wasn't good. Y'all ain't really seen Caine for real. This was just some weak solo shit." I was like, "Yeah, that's crazy."
Yeah.
This was the homie I'm paying for his shoes and everything type.
Yeah.
He had no paper.
And
So
see,
I just had,
sometimes it just with it, like even with groups, it should be some form of unconditional love within the group. You know what I'm saying? Because when someone picked, it's one person that's being picked. You know, you should know. Okay, I'm gonna bring you on too. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Or at least wait till we get some money to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because you got to think though. Honestly, I ain't seen one group stay together for good.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and a lot of times it be also ego. You know what I'm saying?
That's all it is.
Right. And line caps don't kind of really understand their position sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's clear that Caine is strongest in this area other than me. So why I don't just fall back and let him shine? You know what I'm saying? And because he's my man, he gonna put me on. You know what I'm saying? He gonna let me go through the steps with him.
At that point, that's how you should feel. And the crazy thing was, he was more dedicated to making music than the other dude in the group. So it was like me and him was gonna always have songs where it was just me and him anyway. But like, I don't know what it was. We was just young, man. You know how that is, man. You know, egos go when you're young. Everybody want to be the star. But like my thing is, it was people that like him more than me. So it's like, why you don't just stick out and we just keep going and do what you do? But I don't know. I can't call it.
And then like you was young too at the time too. So a lot of everybody want that gold pair. Everybody looking at that gold trophy over there. You know what I'm saying? They just trying to figure out the best way to get to it. You know what I'm saying? So I absolutely.
And it's a lot of emotions when it's something you real passionate about. You know what I'm saying? You putting your all into it. Some people just can't take somebody else gravitating to somebody else first.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Like I could take it though. It wasn't a thing for me.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, but for me, I could take it. It wasn't a thing for me when it was people who like the other people in the group more than me. I didn't care. I was just like, all I cared about is, do you think I'm not bad? That's it. If you think I'm good, that's good enough for me. You ain't gotta think I'm the best.
And evidently they saw something,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Yeah.
Hey, where did you develop your style from? Did you craft your style from just kind of hearing different things of people around you? Was there a particular person that you idolized that you wanted to kind of sound like? I mean, you tell us the story.
I never wanted to sound like nobody. I felt like making music was my own story. I'm highly influenced by artists, but I never wanted to sound like people because I always felt like nobody could be you better than you. So if I'm trying to be somebody else, it's kind of like cheating. I don't want to copy off nobody paper. I need to learn
Right.
the answers.
You
Because
want to
what's
be
going yeah.
Caine for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. Like it wasn't never in me to like mimic other people. Like it's cool for like a collab, like how Biggie did it with Bone. That's cool. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? To do it for a song with people and stuff like that. But like I feel like the best artist is the artists that create their own lane, and those become the biggest artists because
Right.
it's like if you create your own sound, then it's just you. People gonna
That's
go to
true.
you for it. They're not gonna go for the second option.
Right.
You
Yeah.
don't always run that sound. Like all my favorite artists got their own sounds, like the DMXs, the
Yeah.
Tupacs, the Bone
Mhm.
Thugs and Harmonies, the Jay-Z's, the Nas's. They don't, none of them sound like each other.
And I
You
think
know what
that's
I'm saying?
very unique when you have your own style and you can
Yeah,
be out with your own style, because
yeah,
I don't want to listen to somebody and be like, oh, they sound like this person.
right. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
no,
know, you want to
yeah,
have your own
right. Like,
image.
like no disrespect to like somebody like Shine who came out and you were just like, oh, this sounds just like Biggie. Now, if I want to
Mhm.
hear Biggie, I'm gonna play Biggie.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let me hear you. You can have a similar voice to somebody, but you ain't gotta
Mhm.
beat like try to beat them. You start using
Right.
your
Mhm.
lingo and all that. Like, nah, I ain't in all that.
Yeah. I know.
Speaking of Bone Thugs and Harmony, like
Yeah.
how did that come about? The collaboration with them and you meeting them.
Well, look, this the thing with Bone, like them the OGs, like we from the same pot, we from the same neighborhood. So like, of course, obviously I'm way younger than them, but like when you from the same area, you gonna have like some of the same people who know each other. So like I was already just doing my thing in the city. I had already, you know what I'm saying, Bone. We like when I say same neighborhood, I'm talking same street, like
Okay.
Remington, like Wishbone
Mm.
stayed on Remington, Lazy Bone stayed on Remington, Flesh stayed on Remington. And then
Hmm.
Busy used to live with, from what they tell me, Busy used to live with Wish for a long period because he originally from Columbus. So it was like, I'm a little kid. You getting this, that street used to be filled up with like hundreds of people. I'm like 5 or so. Like, you don't really know what's going on, but that's the
Right.
area. So like once I got to really rapping, they wasn't Bone was already Bone. They was like on like which album was they probably on? Like they was probably on like the album right before they got with Swizz Beats or something. So it's like
Mhm.
they ain't really trying to listen to nobody in the neighborhood like that or whatever. So it was just like what really happened was after that radio station stuff, I started getting a buzz in the city. So like I started opening. It was like a dude named Eddie Bauer on 107.9 or FM station. So he brought me on to do his intro. So I started getting a lot of recognition in the city, just recording with all the other artists who was popping and stuff like that. So like Bone security guard, a bodyguard, a guy named Buck, you know what I'm saying, big homie. He hung with my brother Ice or whatever, and somehow they was linking. Buck became a big fan of the music, and he was trying to push it on Wish for a while, but Wish wasn't trying to hear it. Wish wasn't really in the Wish. Like if you notice, Wish didn't have nothing to do with Mo Thug or none of that. Like he ain't had
Right.
no artists, so
Which
he wasn't
seems like
really
he's
into
more
that.
laid back anyway. Which kind of be like he's like the laid back kind. I can
Yeah,
kind of tell
well,
in the
knowing
group.
him, I can't say he laid back at all. You know what I'm saying? He not laid back at
He's
all.
not
He
laid
might
back.
lay back in the
Laid
spotlight, but he ain't
Right.
one of the most
Right. Right.
active. He one of the loud ones. But look,
back. Okay.
so
Okay.
like, so like Buck ended up talking him into listening to my music or whatever. Then the actual first show, so this was all before, matter of fact, this was before the radio station. Because the actual first show I ever did, Wishbone came to.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was like 17. He came to shows like in Akron. We did good and everything. And then he was just like, I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna mess with y'all. It was years down the line, but you know what I'm saying? And it came back and he kind of like put me together with Crazy Bone. And then that's when it all popped off.
When all took off.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
and it took
So
off.
now
Yeah.
I'm curious, and we gonna get back. We gonna keep talking or whatever. But I'm curious about one thing. Being that you had that experience, right?
Yeah.
Do you now have an opportunity to reach back to somebody in your hood that might have been that little kid that you was at 5 years old? You know what I'm saying? And now you watching
Yeah.
another cat come up, man. Do you show them some love?
Yeah. So this the thing people don't know about me. I reached
Mm-hmm.
out to all the artists in the city. It ain't an artist in my city I ain't worked with except Kid Cudi. It ain't
Okay.
an artist that I ain't try to help. Like they can hit me up, they ask me questions about branding because I'm real good at branding myself. Like if you notice,
Mm-hmm.
I sell a bunch of merch. So like I was real good at brand. I just knew how to create a fan base. So like I always try to teach like artists what I wasn't, what I like, when I was coming up, wasn't nobody giving them kind of loves and handouts. So like I always try to get artist tips. I bring artists on the road with me. Artists who never been paid, get them paid. You
That's
know what I'm
love.
saying? Like all that, do music with people. But I'm gonna say the one thing you learn though, like that love ain't never reciprocated. Like it ain't gonna stop me from showing love though, but it just lets you know like everybody not you at the end of the day.
Well, you keep on shining your light because as long as you keep doing that, those
Yeah.
blessings gonna keep coming and keep coming and keep coming.
Oh
And
yeah,
I'm
no,
glad you spoke on.
I'm gonna really reach back and really put an artist on. I just ain't exactly where I need to be in my career completely. Probably because I turned down a lot of situations, but this year there's a lot of good situations on the table. I'm gonna probably just take one, and after that, well, I ain't gotta do like none of the leg work, like be a promoter of myself, like do all that kind of stuff, then I can really focus on helping another artist. Because I've been trying to, is just what I'm learning, I'm falling short on is I don't got the time to like babysit and do like it's stuff that I feel like an artist should come with already. And I'm wrong for thinking that about a person because maybe you just need to coach them a little more, but I don't have the time right now to fully coach an artist. An artist will have to come on deck with me and just be self-sufficient. Like
Yeah.
he got his own drive. He just has got his own motion. He just green light. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Otherwise, I just have rapper homies and we just do a lot of stuff together.
I think that's very, very important because it's not just being a rapper and just being an artist. You know, a lot of artists don't even have not registered with BMI or ASCAP, and
Facts.
just
And producers.
thinking about just doing music and you're not ready. So yeah,
Facts, and
absolutely.
producers. Look, it's funny you brought that up. So like, I got a project coming out January 31st called My Thoughts or whatever, right? So some of the producers didn't have BMI ASCAP, so then like one of them, I'm trying to teach him and everything. His thing is, I should learn how to do it and do it for him. And I told him like this, man, like, and that's crazy. And he older than me. This was crazy about it. I'm like, that's cool and everything. I got you, but like, he do beats for like other people that's popping. So I'm like, you need to learn this stuff, man, because everybody not gonna be cool like me. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of these people not gonna give you your breakdowns. None of that.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand reading and all that is hard work and you don't really want to do it, but you only got to do it once. Once you learn it once, it's installed in your brain.
Right.
Let me tell you, a lot of stuff that I've learned over life and even just being here at Media Man and just doing certain things for myself, because
Yeah.
I used to be an artist as well. I'm from St. Louis. But just
Midwest in the building.
but just doing all of that stuff, I've looked at videos on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? There's videos
All
out there.
tutorials.
It's everything. Tutorials, looking at stuff.
Yeah.
Learning. That's how you learn. That's how you cultivate your skills.
Well, but some people don't want to put the work in.
Yeah,
Right.
he just don't want to. He just don't want to do it. Like he
Right.
make beats all day. His beats fire. He do everything else, but the business is what a lot of people don't want to do. I
Right.
don't want to do it. I'm just forced
Right.
to do it. Who else
Right.
gonna do it for me?
Right.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Caine, what was the first time that you performed? And all right, let's do it twice. First time you performed and it really went well. But tell me about the time when you performed and it didn't go well at all in the beginning.
Man, look, when I tell you this, you could not believe me or you could believe me. I ain't never had a bad performance experience.
Oh, that's real talk,
Okay,
baby.
good.
That's
But
real.
look, this the thing though, like I'm passion based. If somebody ever see me perform, they gonna see that like I'm very passionate based and I'm very specific on saying all the words and giving it to you how I can. So it was like, I thought like it was going, okay, you know what? I can tell you a time it started off rough. I'm gonna give you the perfect scenario then. Look, so like Bone, when I first started going on the road with them, no disrespect to nobody that was with them before me. The thing on them was they had bad openers and bad artists. So like the fans used to like throw shit on the stage. Stage would be covered. Oh, my fault for cussing. The stage would be covered with like bottles, all kind of stuff. They'll start chanting bone thugs while people performing and doing it the whole show. Now look, I've never seen nothing like this from 2000. First off, I'm coming from doing regular shows at like Peabody's of 150 people to 2,000 now. So it's like to see that and see the people getting booed off stage You know, you like, well, I don't really know how this about to go because, you know, they really want Bone. Like, they got a cult fan base. I don't rap nothing like Bone. I don't rap fast. I got my own sound. So it's like, man, they want to hear that. I don't sing either. So, like, that's what they want to hear. So I kind of was I was nervous. I'm like, well, you know, this probably go, but look, what made me less nervous was they booed everybody else. So I'm like, hey, everybody else got booed. So it is what it is.
I be wanting to boo.
Yeah, they just won't Bone. I come out, you know, they doing they 1-2. The stage already filled with like battles and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's going crazy. First song ain't going the greatest. They ain't booing yet, but they ain't paying no mind. It's like boom, boom, boom. But the one thing I learned is if you could really rap, an acapella will save you anywhere.
Absolutely.
So after that little intro went, I'm like, no, DJ Ice, pause this. Spit an acapella, crazy acapella. After that acapella, while it's going, they start cheering. So after that, it was cool. I ain't stay out there too long. I probably did 8 to 10 minutes. I'm like, let me get out of here. I don't really want to make it. I don't want to go too long to where they get restless. I'm like, let me do this. They cool. Boom. Now we on business. That was the worst. And it was in Chicago too.
So one of the things that I do with a lot of the artists that be performing around me or whatever, or if I'm doing a show, whatever,
right,
I'll turn their music off. Just so we can see.
You want to hear what you got.
What you really got.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I want to hear that acapella. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I want to hear you touch my soul, man, with the words just coming out your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of cats don't know, ain't never been trained that way. You know what I mean?
They ain't ready. They put them in uncomfortable situations.
They be on the stage, the whole lip syncing thing. You know what I
mean? You might have ended a couple careers with that, man. You might got some secret enemies right now.
Right. And then not only that, I didn't see some people go on stage and perform with their music, and then it starts skipping, and then they just stop.
Don't know what to do.
And they don't know what to do. And it's like, no, this is your music is off.
You gotta keep going.
You gotta just keep going or do what you're doing, and you know, just let it flow.
See, I done been through all of that kind of stuff, like the DJs going to the wrong songs, the sound system going bad. None of that is gonna make me uncomfortable. I'm used to that, and I know what I could do. So, like, even a tour with DJ Paul, with me being support or whatever, some of them nights I'm on a mic with a cord. I hadn't been used to rapping on a cord mic in so long. I was like, damn, they got me on the cord, but I'm like, I ain't about to be bougie about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, I'm getting paid. Let me go ahead. Whatever it is they need done, however it's gonna be, I'm gonna do it just like that and make it the best I can.
And you killed it at Club Silverado.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. So I got a question, man. All right, so you was on, I know you've been on tour with Bone and them for a little while, or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
What's some of the lessons, man, that some of the things, and because I can clearly see that you a brother that pick it up.
Oh yeah, fast too.
You know,
fast too. Fast too. Like the thing that I learned the most too about being with other artists, the biggest lesson I learned is what I don't want to do. So if I see something done that I don't want it done, that's the biggest lesson for me. As far as following like what's done right is easy, but what about the stuff that's done wrong? That's where you really learn the lessons. Like, oh, that was done wrong. That was done wrong. So make sure this, make sure that. You know,
right.
Like, has there ever been an artist that kind of like actually like dropped a gem on you that was like really like positive that kind of like stuck with you?
I mean, all the artists I met, they be cool. It's like it depends on what you would say as a gem. I mean, Crazy Bone drop a bunch of gems because you know I be in the studio with him. Wishbone too, and Lazy Bone. Like Bone, he busy too. Like Flesh. I done got gems from them because I done been on tours with them and on tour buses with them. So it's like, yeah, I done got a lot of gems from them. Like, but in particular, one that I'll probably say that made me go a whole lot was one time I hit up Crazy Bone because you know YouTube, you're gonna get good and bad reviews no matter what. But I notice it's always some people who are like a real Bone fanatic and be like, I ain't trying to listen to Caine. He don't rap like Bone, tough like that, boom, boom, boom.
Right.
And it'll just piss me off sometimes. Like when Cray used to first promote me a couple, like 2-3 years ago, and they used to piss me off. And you know, it's different where you come from, how we come from. So it's like you ain't really used to just like somebody trolling you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I definitely I really wasn't used to it because I was used to everybody rocking with me, like, oh no, this is it, going on, this the next wave. So to get trolled by some people, I couldn't understand it. No, you know what I'm saying? And that be like some white people. So it's like, huh, you don't even understand what I'm talking about. How you going, you know what I'm saying? So like I hit up Cray and I like really was complaining about it. He thought it was the funniest shit ever. He like, man, don't even worry about that. He like, you know how bad New York hated Bone? He like, they be selling millions of records and they'll get on there talk about what is they saying? We can't rap, this, that, and the third, but we the biggest group in the world.
I
He
love
like,
Bone. Bone was one of my favorite groups.
So Caine, let me just say this. I'm from New York.
Okay.
I'm one of them cats that was probably saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck is these niggas talking about?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's only because that's the bias that we had at the time coming from New York. Because, you know, we feel like we where it all began. We all,
y'all the
you know
Mecca.
like we the Mecca. We the king of where this comes from. So we automatically got a certain type of bias that if it ain't coming out of New York, it ain't real.
No, you know let me tell you a small thing about me too. I always felt like until New York stamped you, you kind of go at, I wouldn't say now, but I would say in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
To New York stamp you, you really can't say you an MC.
Right.
So like I couldn't wait to go touch, like the first stage I touched in New York was like BB King. I really couldn't wait to see if they thought I was lyrical because I was more MC based. Bone was more style based.
Right.
So I was more battle rap based. So I really wanted to see like, how do I hold up with a person whose opinion is like of a Jay-Z, somebody who just bars.
Right.
So like my first show out there was BB King, and I kid you not. I think New York showed me more love than any city I ever rapped in. And that's what was crazy to me.
Because like, we know what's real. We, you know, regardless of the fact, you know, if you get us to listen and slow down for a second.
Yeah.
Now we know what's real. Now we can see through all of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real lyrics over there. You know what I'm saying? That's real MC over there. You know what I mean?
And let me just say something too. I think the first time that I heard you was when we did media for Bone at the Marquee.
Okay.
And you were there, and I think Position was there too, and as well as some other artists. And so anything that's Bone Thugs affiliated, whoever, I'm gonna listen. Like I'm a lyrical person anyway, so I grew up around a lot of old school hip hop, all of that stuff. Like I said, I'm from St. Louis, the Show Me State, so and just listening to you and listening to your lyrics, I was like, oh, I said, yeah.
I definitely was lyric based. Like,
yes, absolutely.
I got more style now because I feel like now I'm just more of a defined artist, but like it's definitely always gonna be lyrics in there.
Absolutely. I want you to talk about your branding, man, because that's more to me, man. That kind of need to be more spoke about than a lot of different things. The music gonna be music. You're gonna do what you do.
Facts.
But a lot of cats have no clue what it is to not just brand what they're doing, but also the brand, the brand themselves. Man, tell us the story.
I'm gonna tell you the one step I tell every artist. It don't always, and this is what's crazy. Sometimes it be artists that's already got like a buzz like me going on. They'll ask me because I remember this one artist. I ain't gonna put his name out because he kind of big too. And he used to hit me up. He be on my IG and he be like, man, because one day I just shared 100 people in a row of shirts, merch, and he just DM me. He was like, do they be buying them shirts or you giving them away? I'm like, man, they buying them. I'm not giving away no shirts. So I had to tell you, like, so what do you be doing to make? I'm like, look, I'm going to tell you like this. This is how I started building a fan base. When I first started my IG, whoever hit like on a picture of mine, I would personally go on their page and hit like on a picture, and I DM, like, appreciate you for the follow. When you get a chance, check out my music. And that's how I start building a fan base. Everybody don't gravitate, but the few times they do, they'll come back. Especially the people that leave comments. They really want to engage. So you already know, just You know what I'm saying?
That's
Just
building
present it to
rapport and building a relationship. That's how you build relationships with your likes and with your followers,
facts.
all that stuff, and people don't understand.
And what they attach to personally, they gonna enjoy more. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I
Absolutely.
tell a new artist. I'm like, first off, go to all your comments, personally introduce yourself to them, let them know what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Don't be too pushy, and it ain't gotta all be in one day. Just do that, then do it with your likes. Then I said, find an artist you like, follow their hashtag
Yeah.
or a place you perform at a lot. Follow their hashtag. Go hit like on these people posts. And you know, they'll start following you. They'll start checking
Absolutely.
you out.
Heard it
That's
first
how
with
you start
Caine.
building a fan
Right.
base.
And
Yeah,
I gotta commend you. I absolutely gotta commend you on that. And that's the reason why I wanted to speak on that, because I kind of
yeah,
know that's what you do. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
And that was kind of part of the mantra of what I do, with Media Made Magazine. Like
yeah,
everybody was like, how was you able to crack through? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Well, I stay
Resilience
with the folks. I reach back to you. You know what I'm saying?
with the
Like,
people.
I stay with the people. I'm a street cat. You know what I mean?
That's how I feel.
You
Look,
know,
like if you notice at the show you always at, I ain't like Paul. He wait till he till he about to go on. He'll come on. He'll come to the venue probably like, you know what I'm saying, while I'm on stage. He already DJ Paul though, so he can do whatever he want. You know this.
right,
I was there early. I
right,
was looking at other openers. I wasn't in no back area, no VIP. I'm out there
right,
with all my
right,
jewelry on.
right,
Right,
I'm with the
right.
people. I'm not scared of the people. The people shouldn't be
right.
scared of me.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
man.
saying? That's
Yeah,
how you
man.
build a fan base. People walking up to me, I'm telling them, hey, this is my Instagram. Let me send you some music. And people,
Mm-hmm.
it's throwing people off because they trying to come to me to take a picture to say good show. But I'm coming at them with the energy they coming at me before they come at me.
And you know
So
what the networking plot is?
yeah,
Being when you were there at those type of events, everybody should be networking with everybody, following
yeah,
everybody. That's how you build them followers and them fans.
yeah.
Here, follow me. I do this. I
Follow
do
me,
that. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Let me send you some
Right,
music.
right.
Yeah,
Because I
Mm-hmm.
know a lot of times when people see me out at those different events, whenever they wonder, what the fuck is you doing here? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But,
Media made
hey,
everywhere.
look,
right,
you gotta
but
see. Look, you gotta
We
see
out
when I'm
there.
back home in Cleveland, and cause I pop up the underground shows. I love
right.
rap. I love all the music, R&B,
I
rock,
love
and
it,
no
yo,
rap.
and that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I
the
just
culture
love
that I
the
come from. These are the people that I
yeah.
come
It's
from.
the
These are
atmosphere.
the people that make me who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
Like, yo, come on, man.
And we out here
facts.
all the time. And if they
Look,
not here, you will see
facts.
Sun Goddess out
Yeah,
doing something. You
yeah,
see me,
yeah.
I'm
So,
like,
I
yeah, we
look
feel it. What's
facts.
up?
I'm
yeah, yo,
popping up. I'm in the crowd next to people dancing.
Yeah.
I remember one time, last time I was in my city, I went to like a big underground show. I'm next to a dude all night. He look, he like, hey man, I gotta ask you something. I'm like, what's going on? He like, man, is you Caine? I'm like, I'm look, and you know, I'm so funny. I'm like, you see the chain, bro? What did chain say? So then we took a selfie and everything. You know, I'm
Right.
laughing. He couldn't believe it. He like, man, why you ain't in the back with all the other? I'm like, nah, I'm out here showing love.
yeah, yeah, y'all can go with
Yeah,
that. You know what I
I'm here
mean?
to
Like, no,
support. You know
that's
what I'm
funny
saying?
though. That's
Yeah,
funny, but that's just the way it is. That's just who we
just the
are.
way
You
it
know what
is
I'm
when you
saying?
comfortable
Like,
in your
so,
skin.
yeah, man. Look, tell us about the video that you and what's the video, Sonny? The
Which
video
one? The
moved on.
moved on.
Yeah.
I moved
How did that
on.
come about, man? How did tell us a story, man, about that? Cause we're gonna
So
play a little
look,
piece of that.
moved on. Some things was happening. I don't really want to get all the way
Yeah,
into
you
it.
ain't got to get into the details, baby.
Yeah, so like all that was happening. So so look, a lot of stuff was going on that kind of aspect. But once all that was passed, all them legal things and all that, I had to take a break on music to make sure I was gonna be able to keep making music. You feel me?
Yeah,
So look,
yeah,
right after that, it was just like I noticed people breaking away. I noticed people not acting how I wanted. And my dude Gene made this beat, and I just came up with the concept. And it was like I was having problems with girls and everything. I'm having business problems. I want to change everything.
shit is just
I'm
happening.
having problems with the merch company. So it was just like I just wrote a song about it, moved on, and look, it was crazy. I was so happy about the record because my first album was Addiction. It was more like probably like in the lane of like a J. Cole 9. So it was like real like dark. Because I
Right.
wrote it, I was kind of homeless when I wrote the album. So it was a
Okay.
dark album. It was about a lot of life stuff. So Moved On, it ain't dark, but the concept was more like, it was more in the wave of a single, but it was still like lyrically, it was some serious stuff I was talking about. So it was like, damn, I was happy about the record. I thought it was like a single type record. I went to the studio in Hollywood to play it for Cray, right? I played the record. He like, oh, yeah, okay. Then the record go off. He's like, hey, where the part for my verse at? I was like, oh, that's what we doing. Oh, I ain't turning down no GOAT verse. I called the producer. I like, take that verse off, open this up, let Cray do his thing. He jumped on it in like 20 minutes. Went crazy. And that was that's really how the record was made and went. We made it in the same day. I made it in my dude garage in Southgate. You know what I'm saying? We recorded in his garage. I took it to the studio. Cray was in Hollywood. He jumped on it, and that was it.
All right, we're going to play a clip.
So all my listeners, man, let's play a little piece of that for everybody, man.
Oh, yeah.
Caine, what up,
KB,
baby?
what's up with it?
Cannot be bullshitting on this, bro. This is the real deal. You ready for this?
Yeah, no, I'm on my way right now, coming from some kind of like shit out in the middle of nowhere, but I ain't gonna stop for shit though on Mighty, man. I swear I'm about to be right there, man. I'm on my way now.
Come on, man, let's get it. Money is moving. Let's go. TL.
Yup. Trying to make magic.
We don't talk no more, it's for a raise. Pay attention when I want, cause I'm too busy eating. Catch me tripping, I be on that shit. Pull up to a bumper, bitch, who you with? Bad and bougie, used to fuck in the mood. Head gang crazy, neck roll over. Shoot 'em up, vest like the outfit. Fell out with my niggas, but my hoes get me. With your spot, looking for the bigger pitch. Shooter in the driver, don't need a hitter. Big trick, man, don't sing it out. Top for them dollar cents, you won't move it out. R&B, not a me. That's rich and black, blow a rack to make it back the same night, and that's a fact. You don't hear me, but you listening, your niggas slow. It's frustrating when you around some niggas who don't grow. So trust me how to move down. Trust me how to move down. On my shit and now I'm back on. Just came home. So trust me how to move down. Trust me how to move down. On my shit and now I'm back on. Just came home. Take a knee, baby, Kaepernick. She say I can't change, why would I? I'm lit for a liquor. Sweating, trying to catch some money. Keep running from it. A bitch, you never run me. I saw it coming. Dodge, now I need a foreign. Cars all with me. Yeah, we out exploring. Heavy. I can lift the load. Riri and Cardi B, I can hit them hoes. Never lacking. Team got me so on cruise. She ain't wanna stick it out, so now I stick it moving. Fuck the best friend, cause I was hurting, now she ate it. You got some pussy, but you had to get my bitch faded. We don't count it. Hot boy like to work. It's for religions on me. I never be in church. Fuck the president, the only one I like is dead. Popping perks like meds, young and half dead. So trust me how to move down. Trust me how to move down. On my shit and now I'm back on. Just came home.
Don't suck it. Now put it on something. Now put it on something.
Almighty. I don't hold L's, nigga. Almighty. I can post bail, nigga. We ain't frail, we don't tell, nigga. P.O. box for that mail, nigga. Now put it on something. Now put it on something. Now put it on something. He don't read if you scared to put it on something. I got money, I'ma fuck up cause I make this shit back. How soon, right back, your baby mama like that. Never let me on read, ayy bitch, right back. High Mac, high track, let it try, nigga trip. I ain't funny, I don't joke, why you tryna do a skit? Yeah, nigga love the strips, he and bitch, I love the tip. You ain't me, you a broke boy, go get a broke.
Too show, the money too show.
If she a $2 hoe, then I'ma give her 2 strokes. 2 post a nigga hate, I ain't got it, go and get it. Type of timber nigga on, you can never get offended.
Almighty,
I don't hold L's, nigga.
almighty,
I can post bail, nigga.
almighty,
We ain't frail, we don't tell, nigga. P.O. box for that mail, nigga. Now put it, now put it, now put it on something. Now put it, now put it, now put it on something. Now put it, now put it, now put it on something. You don't read if you scared to put it on something. Now in my life, I've been grinding, trying to get out the mud with my cuz hat low and it's a fitted. I don't miss it for a second. We good without the flexing. Was good before I met you, so I'm good with niggas stepping. More money, less friends. All I see is less hands. I got hella niggas hating cause I wrote them out the plan. My father told me I ain't need them, so I never joined the motherfuckers cause I'd rather beat them. I'm a beast, I'm a dog. You a snake, you a fraud. You would never get applaud. You still chasing bras, bet I pour my own drinks. No lack of never dreaming. We don't play them games, nah, bitch, I'm from Cleveland. I don't hold L's, nigga. I can post bail, nigga. We ain't frail, we don't tell, nigga. P.O. box for that mail, nigga. Now put it, now put it, now put it on something. Now put it, now put it, now put it on something. Now put it, now put it, now put it on something. You don't read if you scared to put it on something.
almighty, 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 almighty.
Yo.
Hey, yo, that was Caine, yo.
Almighty. What you think about that, fan?
Hey, them visuals was dope.
Yeah, I like the visual.
The lyrics was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, but you know, we're not gonna have no garbage on our show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We not gonna have no whack people around us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so
And I
that's
love when an artist comes with creativity of not only just music, but music videos in general. You know, when you
right.
could actually just sit down and actually watch the actual video from start to finish.
And it means something.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's like a lot of people don't understand the whole concept of what you're trying to do when you actually trying to go visual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not only do you tell a story when they listening to your lyrics, but you also need to tell a story, a visual story, as they going through the video. You know, you gotta have the concept in your head. You gotta,
Absolutely.
it's gotta follow a certain.
It's got to be that storyline.
It's gotta be a
based on that
storyline. It's gotta follow a certain sequence. You know what I mean? And a lot of cats don't understand that. A lot of people, a lot of artists, and I don't want to say cats. I should say a lot of artists don't understand that. Like,
Don't even worry about it.
they'll say something and stuff, so you know, yeah, and don't know what's really happening. Hey, Caine's
Mr.
back.
Man?
He's
Yeah,
back.
I'm back.
We was just talking about your video on Mighty.
Right.
Oh, Almighty. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know it's a big thing behind that song too.
So tell us the story, because we was just kind of commenting a little bit on
Right.
on
On
the
the visual,
on the
and
lyrics, the
creativity.
visual, the sequence,
Yeah.
how you tell the story visually. You know, man, you kind of fill in the blank, baby.
All right, well, cool. Look, so the actual title, everybody always asks me because, you know, like a lot of Chicago gang culture, they use the Mighty and they be thinking it's GD or whatever. But no, it ain't got nothing to do with no gang affiliation. I had a friend who got killed or whatever. His name was Mighty Mouse.
Okay.
So we was real tight and I wanted to make a song for him, but I didn't want it to be nothing sad. So it's like he wasn't, it ain't no sad experience. It's like whatever. I look at it kind of sometimes like the New Orleans culture. Like I was just celebrating him. Like even though none of the verses is about him or nothing, just saying his name in the hook was enough for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's the story behind the record. I wanted to make something. Like every album I do since he died, I like do something for him.
Yo, that's pretty dope, man. That's loyalty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was loving the video. To be
Oh yeah,
honest,
the video crazy. We shot that out of LA.
You know, some things I get. You know what I mean? And a lot of
Yeah.
cats can't see past the lyrics that they're hearing because they
Yeah.
don't have no visionary thoughts of their own.
I
You know what I mean?
Facts.
saying it's
Facts.
good when you can actually sit down and actually watch a video from the start to finish, you know.
Right.
Actually have a visual behind it. So that's super, super dope. That creativity. Do you direct all of your videos and know how you want them when when you're behind the scenes?
I directed my video for the song How. I directed that because it got like a story. I directed Tomorrow. I direct some of the videos, but I won't say all of them though. Like
Okay.
Almighty, I directed that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
directed Moved On. Even though, like, look, what's crazy about Moved On, the version y'all seen ain't even the real video. It's just it started getting the rough draft uploaded on my YouTube, right?
Mm.
But by the time it uploaded, it had like 20,000 views. So I didn't want to start it over. I
Hey.
was like, yeah, I'm like, because it ain't like I'm popping to a level to where I need every view. I ain't
Right.
want to
Right.
start over. I'm like, shit, I might not even get 20,000.
Right.
Shoot, them
Yeah,
Right.
I can't
views
start
them
this
Right.
views
over.
be meaning a lot. Them views add up.
Yeah, let me
Yeah,
take this
they be
20,000 and
meaning
run with it. You know
everything.
what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, man, look, man, we appreciate you coming out with us, man. But before we
Yeah.
go, we need you to no, before we do that, let me ask you a question that I ask everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
What's going
If
on? Shoot it.
if you had an opportunity to perform with an artist, dead or alive, past or
You
present.
ain't even got to ask. You know the answer.
Who would it be and why?
I ain't even got to say why, but it's Tupac.
Yeah, we
Absolutely, my favorite rapper.
It's Tupac.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, you ain't
Yeah.
even gotta
Once
ask
you
that,
said
baby.
dead or alive, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's easy. Who don't want to meet Tupac? I
Yeah,
feel
no
like that
question.
backstage conversation would be so interesting.
Yeah,
Man, what? That's
no
Tupac.
question and shit.
Feel me?
So before we go, man, shout out and plug everything, everybody, man, that's helping you to get the place where you are today. You know what I mean? And hit everybody with your links, how they can get to you, where they can get the merch. You tell it, man. Let us hear it, baby.
Shout out the whole team. Shout out TL. Shout out Bones. Shout out Cleveland. Shout out Caine Management. Shout out M Squatter. Shout out Cleveland, of course. You know what I'm saying? You can get any of the merch at thelifeapparel.com. You know what I'm saying? We got 4 pages of merch. It's going crazy, as y'all be seeing. And, you know, you can find me anywhere, Caine 216 with a C, Caine 216 on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, everything you can find somebody at. You feel me?
Yeah, no question.
Y'all heard it first. We thank you for tuning in.
Not to cut you off, new album January 31st. I ain't put a project out in a minute, so it's gonna go crazy. Like the singles are already over 100,000 plays on Spotify, so I know when the album we gonna get that M. So yeah, album.
What's the single?
January 31st is called My Thoughts.
Okay, my thoughts. That's what it is, man. Y'all heard it first. Right here, baby, on Media Made Music, man. You know what I'm saying? We at Caine. It's me, Sangria, Sonny in the building. Caine, baby, we believe in you, man. We love what you're doing over there, Cap. We always gonna support my brother.
Sure. Y'all gotta have me back when the album drop too.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely, man. But let me just say this before you go, man. May you be blessed in all the things that you do every day, and may you prosper in each and everything that you do, each and every day that you do it, my brother.
For sure. Appreciate that.
No doubt, man. Peace.
Oh, yeah. Yep.